He's an actor, a writer, a voice actor, and a famed comedian. You've heard his voice on many animated films. The most notably was Laurel and Hardy and Scooby-Doo cartoons. We're proud now to have him on our board. He's a member of many, many organizations, and he too is on the Hall of Fame of Comedy. Ladies and gentlemen, the new board member on Pacific Pioneer Broadcasters, Mr. Jim MacGeorge.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. I met Jack first time about 10 years ago, and I don't know him that well, but everywhere I go, when I hear his voice, I feel like he's a friend. And times change, I don't know. I recently heard a little boy reciting the Lord's Prayer, and he said, "Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us our email." And it didn't make it any better, you know, and everything's a computer today. I don't know. Little boy said to his dad, "How was I born?" He said, "Son, one day you'll find out. I met your mother in a chat room on Yahoo, made a date to meet her in a cyber cafe. We found a secluded room. She had her soft drive. Then she agreed to go down to download on my hard drive. And then when I was ready to upload, I realized that neither one of us had built a firewall." Oh. And 9 months later, a sign popped up and said, "You've got mail." And I don't know. I was on a tour recently, and we passed a small island, and there was a man on the island with a long beard, and he was jumping up and down, and he's waving his arms, and he's yelling. And I said, "Who is that?" She said, "I don't know, but he does that same thing every time we go by here." I said, is that right? That's the end of the joke. I don't understand. And everywhere I go, Jack's with me in song. I spend a lot of time at the Motion Picture Hospital. We do a lot of shows out there. And I remember they have a lot of bus tours. They had a tour that went to the L.A. County Fair, and they saw a sign out there that said helicopter rides $50, and an older couple. And he said, "Martha, I sure would like to go up on that there helicopter." He said, "Bert, $50 is $50. Pilot overheard him and said, "If you don't make any noise, the ride is free. Make one sound, you've got to pay." He said, "Come on, Martha, let's go." And they flew around the valley, and they landed, and he walked over to him. He said, piloted, he said, "I got to compliment you. You did not say one word." He said, "I know that. I was going to say something when Martha fell out." Oh. But $50 is $50. I bought a hearing aid out there, a little piece of string about a foot long. It cost $1. It's got a little button on one end. You put the button in your ear, and then you put the other end in your pocket. It doesn't help your hearing, but they speak louder. And I tell you, I have problems mentally. I'm losing a little bit, and I can't remember 3 areas. I can't remember names, and I can't remember medication, and I can't remember. Jesus, how can you forget what you can't remember? Oh, anyway, I found a little gimmick. And if I'm introduced to a lady, I write her name down in the palm of my hand. They say, "Oh, Eileen. Oh, Eileen. Yeah, yeah. You've been here at the home long? Oh, 3 months. Oh, do you like it here, Eileen?" "You do? Good." I told my wife, I said, "I'm writing their names down in the palm of my hand." And I said, "Do you think that's a good idea, Rita?" And she said, "Avocados." I don't know what the hell that means. What the hell does that mean? Anyway, I also, she liked it there in the home. It's very pleasant. And as much as she did the ranch, I had a small ranch, a little farm outside of Ojai. And I remember we were out feeding the pig. We had one pig. And I said, "Sunday's our anniversary, let's kill the pig." And she said, "Why blame him for something that happened 40 years ago?" And the Department of government offices felt I wasn't paying the help enough money. They sent an agent over, and he said, all I want to know is how many people you hire and what do you pay them. And I said, well, I have the farmhand. I pay him $200 a month, room and board. And then I have the mentally challenged one, and he does 95% of the work, and he works 18 hours a day. I pay him $10. I buy him a fifth of whiskey on Saturday nights, and occasionally he gets to sleep with my wife. He said, that's the one. That's the one I want to talk to, the mentally challenged one. He said, you're talking to him. You know, they have all kinds of holidays at the motion picture home, and they had a Christmas party a while back. It was just wonderful. And the tree was up and decorated, and there was holly all around, and there was a little fire in the fireplace. Ladies were all decked out in their finery. The men had that little twinkle in their eye, and the music played. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places. And they danced. Wow, did they dance. That this heart of mine embraces all day through. And they were living in the present moment, and they were grateful for that moment, somewhat like we're doing today. And then suddenly the spotlight hit the MC, and he said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat. We have 3 actors, prominent actors, giants in the trade, who are going to sing one of my favorite Christmas carols. Mr. George C. Scott, Jimmy Stewart, and Mr. Walter Brennan. And here to introduce that song is Mr. Stan Laurel. Thank you. This is a nice song, and it's very pretty, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's called I forgot the name of the song. Oh, that's all right, Stan. Walter, are you ready? Yeah, I think I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready. George, why don't you kick it off? All right, I'll do that. Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight. We're happy tonight. We're walking in a winter wonderland. Yeah, walking in a winter wonderland. And there was applause, and the music played. I'll see you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Like Coach John Wooden said, make each day a masterpiece. Thank you, Jack, for helping us with a masterpiece today. Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us. You know, I can already feel the excitement building for our next Hollywood Media Professional Celebrity Showcase.